Hey kids! Today we're going to talk about a super special number in math, the number 1. It's small but mighty and super important. So let's dive in. First off, what is the number 1? The number 1 is the first counting number after 0. It represents one single thing. Like if you have one apple, you can say, I have one apple. Pretty cool, right? Now let's talk about counting. When you start counting, you begin with 1. Imagine you have one pencil. You count it as 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. 1 is always the starting point. Next up is addition. When you add 1 to any number, it makes the number bigger by 1. For example, 1 plus 1 equals 2, 5 plus 1 equals 6, and 10 plus 1 equals 11. Adding 1 makes numbers grow. Isn't that amazing? Now let's talk about multiplication. The number 1 is super special here. Any number multiplied by 1 stays the same. Like 4 times 1 equals 4, 7 times 1 equals 7, and 100 times 1 equals 100. 1 doesn't change anything when you multiply. That's why it's called the multiplicative identity. Fancy name, huh? What about division? When you divide any number by 1, you get the same number back. 5 divided by 1 is 5, 10 divided by 1 is 10, and 100 divided by 1 is 100. Pretty neat, right? So, why is the number 1 important? It's all about the identity property. It helps keep numbers the same in multiplication and division. Plus, it's our starting point when we count and see how numbers grow. 1 is like the superhero of numbers. Here's a fun fact. In math, the number 1 is called the multiplicative identity because multiplying by 1 doesn't change a number at all. Isn't that awesome? Okay, time for some fun activities. Try a counting game. Count objects like coins, pencils, or toys. Start with 1 and go up to 10. Or you can practice addition with 1. Use blocks to add 1 to different numbers and see how the number changes. And don't forget multiplication practice. Multiply different numbers by 1 and see that the number stays the same. So remember kids, the number 1 is super important in math. It helps us count, add, multiply, and divide. It's the starting point for all other numbers. Understanding the number 1 will make math easier and fun. Thanks for watching and keep having fun with numbers. See you next time.